Welcome back to our channel. Today is a beautifully chaotic day in the soap world, and we are absolutely thrilled to sit down and unpack the latest madness with all of you. Grab your favorite beverage, get comfortable, and let's dive straight into the drama that has everyone talking. I am literally screaming at my television screen right now. I cannot believe they actually did that. I just can't. I'm sitting here typing this up at 2 a.m. because my brain is buzzing and I absolutely need to vent to people who actually understand what is happening. My jaw has been on the floor for the last hour. Are you guys seeing this? Am I the only one who feels like the entire landscape of Port Charles just shifted on its axis? I mean, we all knew things were getting tense. We all saw the little breadcrumbs the writers were dropping over the last few weeks. But this is a whole new level of unhinged, and I am equal parts terrified, fascinated, and completely frustrated. Let's just jump right into it because I am bursting at the seams. Willow Kane. Can we please talk about Willow Kane for a second? Wait, no, we need to talk about her for the next 10 years because what I just witnessed was the birth of a full-blown supervillain. I'm sorry, but that's what she is now. Sweet, innocent butter wouldn't melt in her mouth Willow is gone, dead and buried, replaced by this cold, calculating, ruthless politician who is apparently willing to destroy anyone who gets in her way. I have been watching this show religiously since 2015, and I have seen some wild character evolutions, but this one is the most jarring, the most intense, and honestly the most brilliantly messed up thing they've done in years. Remember when they tried to make other characters suddenly go dark? Remember when they tried this with Nell? Or even going way back to early Carly when she first came to town? Yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes it feels entirely forced. But with Willow, it's like watching a slow-motion car crash. You want to look away, but you physically can't. She didn't just ask Kai Taylor to keep her secret. She didn't beg him. She didn't plead with him like the old Willow would have done. No, she full-on threatened him. She backed him into a corner and showed a side of herself that is so dark and so twisted that it genuinely gave me chills. And why? Because of that damn Drew Kane shooting. We all know Willow shot Drew. Trina and Kai know Willow shot Drew. It's the worst kept secret among the people who actually matter in this storyline, and Willow is sweating bullets. But instead of feeling remorse, instead of feeling the crushing guilt that the old Willow would have felt, she is operating purely on self-preservation. She is Congresswoman Kane now, and she will be damned if she lets some kid ruin her political empire. I mean, the sheer audacity of this woman. She took Drew's congressional seat after incapacitating him. She literally shot the man, put him out of commission, and then swooped in to take his job. It is Shakespearean levels of betrayal and ambition. Think about where Willow started. We first met her as this traumatized, fragile schoolteacher who was running from Shiloh and the Dawn of Day cult. She was a victim who fought so hard to reclaim her agency and build a safe life. She was the moral compass of this show for so long. She literally gave up her own child to protect him from Shiloh. She was the epitome of self-sacrifice. And now? Now she is acting exactly like the monster she used to run from. She is using intimidation, blackmail, and psychological warfare to control Kai, just like Shiloh used to control his followers. It is a terrifying full-circle moment. Has the power of the Corinthos Quartermain bubble completely corrupted her? Or was this darkness always inside her, just waiting for the right catalyst to explode? So, she confronts Kai. And let me just set the scene for you because the tension was so thick you could cut it with a chainsaw. Michael Bless, his oblivious, naive heart wants Kai to give Wiley private Little League lessons. Michael is just walking around, completely clueless to the fact that his wife is a domestic terrorist at this point, inviting the one guy who knows her darkest secret right into their home. He is bringing Kai into Willow's safe space. And Willow, she doesn't panic. She doesn't break down crying. She goes on the offensive, because that's what predators do. She looks Kai dead in the eye and basically tells him that if he breathes a word about her being the shooter, she will systematically destroy his life. She's already laying the groundwork to smear his reputation. She's plotting to make him look like a liar, a criminal, or worse, just so that if he ever does go to the cops, no one will believe a word he says. And the sickest part? She's using Harrison Chase to do it. She conditionally approved Chase and Brooke Lynn to foster baby Phoebe, playing the benevolent savior, while simultaneously using Chase's police resources to run a background check on Kai under the guise of congressional security. It is sick. It is brilliant, but it is sick. Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's back up to the real reason Willow is acting like a cornered animal. Jack Brennan. Brennan is the puppet master in all of this. He is holding that traffic cam video over Nina's head, the video that clearly shows a weeping, hysterical Willow in her car near the scene of the crime the night Drew was shot. If that video gets out, Willow's political career is over. Her freedom is over. Her perfect little life with Michael and the kids is over. Even though double jeopardy laws might protect her from a criminal trial, the scandal would absolutely ruin her. She would be impeached, disgraced, and destroyed, and she knows it. So she is terrified. But her terror hasn't made her weak. It has made her lethal. She is lashing out at the easiest target, Kai. If she can silence Kai, she only has to worry about Brennan, and maybe she thinks she can handle Brennan through Nina. But wow, the arrogance! To look at a young man who knows you committed attempted murder and tell him that you will ruin him? It takes a special kind of sociopath to pull that off, and apparently, Willow has officially crossed that line. I kinda hate her right now, but I also can't stop watching her. And can we take a minute to just absolutely roast Michael Corinthos? I am sorry, but Michael has to be the most willfully blind husband in the history of daytime television. He's walking around the gatehouse, talking about Little League, talking about how great Kai is with Wiley, completely oblivious to the fact that his wife is sweating through her designer blouses. Michael is so obsessed with this perfect image of his family that he refuses to see the giant, glaring red flags right in front of his face. He actually thinks Willow is stressed because of her new congressional duties. Oh, Michael, honey. She isn't stressed about passing legislation. She is stressed about covering up a felony. If Michael ever finds out that Willow shot Drew, his own uncle, by the way, and stole his seat, the fallout is going to destroy him. But honestly, he kind of deserves it for being this clueless. And then, oh my god, and then, Nina Reeves. Can we talk about Nina's reaction? Because I think that was the absolute best part of the entire episode. Nina is standing there, hidden, listening to her daughter, the daughter she spent years searching for, the daughter she put on a pedestal, the daughter she thought was a literal angel on earth threatening to destroy an innocent person's life with zero remorse. The look on Cynthia Wattrow's face. Give her the Emmy right now. Just hand it over. The sheer horror, the absolute devastation, the dawning realization that the monster isn't under the bed. It's wearing a congressional pin and living in the gatehouse. I mean, let's be real for a second. Nina is no saint. We all know Nina's history. She kept Sonny in Nixon Falls for months while his family mourned him. She has done incredibly selfish, manipulative, and downright cruel things in the name of love and revenge. But even Nina has a line. Even Nina, in her most unhinged moments, usually operates from a place of deep, broken emotion. What she heard from Willow wasn't emotional. It was clinical. It was cold. It was calculated. And it terrified her. Seeing Nina realize that Willow has become worse than she ever was, that is poetic cinema. It is the ultimate irony. Nina spent all this time trying to prove she was good enough for Willow, trying to earn Willow's forgiveness, trying to be the mother Willow deserved. And now Nina is looking at Willow and wondering if she even wants to be associated with her. The rift between them just blew wide open, and it wasn't because of something Nina did. For once in her life, Nina is the moral superior in the room, and I don't think any of us know how to handle that. Let's look at the impossible situation this puts Nina in. Nina is currently being squeezed from every possible direction. Jack Brennan is breathing down her neck, demanding that she hand over Valentine Cassidy's location. Brennan is holding that traffic cam video of Willow like a loaded gun. Nina is risking the wrath of the WSB, she is risking her own safety, she is lying to everyone, all to protect Willow from Brennan's blackmail. Nina is literally willing to sell her soul to keep Willow safe. But after hearing that conversation with Kai, after seeing the absolute darkness festering in Willow's soul, Nina has to be questioning everything. If she keeps covering for Willow, if she lets Willow destroy Kai, she is complicit in Willow's descent into pure evil. She has to choose. Does she protect Willow's freedom and her political career, or does she stand up for justice and try to save Willow's soul before she becomes completely irredeemable? I am telling you, this is the meatiest storyline Nina has had in years, and I am entirely here for it. I know some people are loving this. I see the forums, I see the group chats. People are saying, finally, Willow has a backbone. Finally, she isn't just crying all the time. And look, I get it, the crying Willow era was exhausting. We all suffered through it. But personally, I think there is a huge difference between having a backbone and becoming a literal villain. She isn't just standing up for herself, she is actively plotting the downfall of an innocent person to cover up her own violent crime. How can anyone root for that? Wait, am I being too harsh? I mean, she is a mother trying to protect her family. If she goes down, Wiley and Amelia lose their mom. Michael loses his wife. Her political initiatives fail. Maybe she feels like the ends justify the means. Maybe she thinks she is the hero of her own story. No, I can't justify it. She shot a man! She shot Drew! And now she's threatening Kai. She is out of control. Sometimes I contradict myself, because I love the drama of it all. But morally, Willow is in the absolute gutter right now. And what is Kai going to do? Is he just going to sit back and let this privileged, powerful politician ruin his life? I hope not. I hope Kai teams up with Trina and they take her down. And I cannot stress enough how much I want Trina Robinson to get involved in this. Trina is carrying the weight of the world right now. She just got that devastating phone call from Curtis about Jordan's horrific car crash. She is dealing with the trauma of her family being in crisis. But Trina is also Kai's confidant. If Willow pushes Kai too far, Kai is going to tell Trina everything Willow said. And Trina does not back down from bullies. She took down Esme Prince. She survived Victor Cassadine. She is not going to let Willow Kane intimidate her friends. I am praying to the soap gods that we get a showdown between Trina and Willow. Imagine the dialogue. Imagine Trina looking at Congresswoman Kane and just tearing her down to the studs. I would pay actual money to see that scene. Willow might have political power, but Trina has loyalty, truth, and an absolute spine of steel on her side. I am so stressed about what is coming next. If Nina decides to turn on Willow to expose her to save her from herself, the fallout is going to be biblical. Michael will lose his mind. The Corinthos family will be dragged into another massive scandal. The Quartermains will be humiliated. And Jack Brennan? He will probably just sit back with a bucket of popcorn and watch the city burn. I needed to get this out. I needed to type this furious rant because my heart is still racing. This show has me in an absolute chokehold right now. The writing is on fire, the acting is phenomenal, and I am genuinely terrified of what Willow Kane is going to do next. Are we about to see her actually hurt someone else? Will she frame Kai for a crime he didn't commit? Will Nina step in and stop her? Or will Nina's maternal instincts force her to help Willow bury the bodies? Let me know what you guys think, because I am losing my mind over here. Are you Team Dark Willow, or are you as horrified as Nina? Drop your thoughts, because I am going to be awake for the next 3 hours obsessing over this. Port Charles is never going to be the same, and honestly, I am so ready for the chaos.